Exclusively on YouTube, this is the Skyaaz podcast.
The Skyaaz podcast. He's had about 30,000 views. He's got about 300 comments. It's just a success.
My YouTube channel is called Skyaaz Podcast. It's got quite a few mod-related episodes, Paul Weller, but it's also got some interesting stuff. It's got interviews with old school hip-hop artists, Melly Mel,
Michael Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston died off legal drugs, not street drugs, legal drugs, and they refuse to do anything about how they go about prescribing legal drugs to people in America, simply because it makes so much money.
Man Parish.
I had people say, "Oh man, can you do a record for me? You know, I'll be rich. I'll have a boat. I'll have an airplane. I'll have a yacht." I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah. Look at those music videos." I said, "Dude, that's rented. They lease it for the day. And when you come off of that yacht, the guy's getting on the subway and going back up to the Bronx or out to Brooklyn to his home. It may look like it's a rich lifestyle, but it's not."
I also have a really cool episode where I tracked down the lead singer of a band called Chumbawamba.
Yeah.
And I want to find out what happened to Chumbawamba, and I find out. Don't you worry about that.
Really? You?
I'm going to check that out. Actually, I want to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's an interesting piece. When I was a kid, my parents were pretty cool actually, and we used to go to the West End and see plays. It actually turned out my dad was a postman, and he used to get cheap tickets. Anyway, they took me to see Tommy. Can you believe that? I think I was 7.
What year was it?
It would have been about mid to late 70s. Okay. And I phoned my mum up because there's two things I wanted to ask her, because I wasn't sure if I'd made it up. You know, you can kind of make stuff up. I thought, maybe did I dream that I saw Tommy? And did I dream that I went to Brighton and there was a riot with mods? And no, I didn't dream. They both happened. So I went to see Tommy with my parents, and I asked her, what she remembered. And she said, "Oh, it was awful, wasn't it?" And I said, "Was it? Why was it awful?" And she said, "It was very inappropriate for young boys." And I was like, what way was it inappropriate? She said, "All that fiddling about." And I said, "No, that's a great bit." Can I just take you up on something? I saw your Tommy review.
Oh.
And I'm going to have an argument now.
Okay.
Have an argument.
Best
now,
part. Let's get the Tommy background. What?
You said you hated Oliver Reed in it.
Yeah.
I love Oliver Reed in it.
I mean, I'm glad that we both live in countries where we can say those things, and it's okay.
Listen, Oliver Reed is a legend, and the fact they got him, Ken Russell is obviously, a big fan of Oliver Reed. The fact I know his singing's not great.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But I think his performance in Tommy is great.
Yeah. I was defending him. I just want to.
I think someone has to.
I think I defended his. I think I defended his legacy and his brilliance as an actor. I'm pretty sure I said that.
Yeah.
No, but you've got to back that up by saying, and he was okay in Tommy.
It wasn't. I mean, he absolutely wasn't, and I don't even know the words he was saying.
So, I mean, the reason you found me on YouTube is because this summer I holidayed with my family in Brighton, which is on the south coast, and it's the kind of iconic location of Quadrophenia. And when I was there, a couple of things happened. I went to a Paul Weller exhibition and saw the scooter guys and stuff, and just reminded me how much I love that whole mod culture and sound. And then I went walking around the lanes and the town, and there's quite a few shops that sell mod clothing, and I took my camera out and I just filmed them, and I turned it into a little episode and put it on my YouTube channel, and in about a week it's had 5,000 views. So there's a lot of interest in this stuff, and you know, I've looked into the whole kind of mod culture currently, and it's still thriving. I mean, there's still scooter clubs across the country. Middle-aged men will all dress, you know, with polo shirts, and the music's still alive, you know, and it kind of opened my eyes to something that I've always enjoyed, but kind of forgot. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I've always enjoyed the Who, and I've always enjoyed the Jam, and you know, it just kind of brought it back. So it was really nice that you saw that. I guess it was that episode, and then invited me on. But but please follow the channel. It's, you know, it's growing nicely, and it encourages me to do more.
Absolutely.
You know, if people follow and like, and leave a comment, even if you don't like it, leave a comment, because it helps the algorithm.
Right.